Good day. This is Engineer Michael M. Ramos Jr., student of Master of Engineering, major in Computer Engineering. So for this video, I will demonstrate how to use Hatch command. So this is AutoCAD application number 10. So I have here a diagram or picture based from the presentation of Dr. Edwin R. Arboleta about how to make or to use Hatch and also the fill commands in AutoCAD. So we have here an example, and we will draw through AutoCAD a comfort room, and we will apply the Hatch and fill commands for the tiles of our comfort room. So let's proceed to our AutoCAD application. So I have here an open Autodesk AutoCAD 2021. So based from that video, so let's start to create two rectangles. So the first rectangle will be the base of our comfort room. So let's type REC for rec. Then let's try to have here the space of our comfort room. Okay. Then next, another rectangle for the base of our toilet. So let's type REC again, and let's place the base of the toilet at this point. Okay. So let's move it to the left. Okay. Now let's create an ellipse for us, the base of another base of the toilet to where we sit. So let's try type EL, shortcut for ellipse. Then let's take the midpoint of this second rectangle. So click the midpoint and then drag it. So the point here will be the length, okay, of the ellipse. Then we have here a circle, basically. So let's drag it inwards to have here the ellipse. Then click. So we have here an ellipse. We have here the rec. Okay. So to have here the outer layer of this ellipse, so let's type offset. So offset. So let's offset the circle or the ellipse rather by 50. Then after offset, typing the 50 point through our offset distance, so let's select the ellipse itself. So if we offset 50, so not inwards but outwards. So click the outside part, and we have here the offset of the ellipse. Okay. After creating the ellipse, so let's create a line. Okay. A line that connects this outer ellipse through this rectangle. But before that, so let's turn off our OSNAP. So if our OSNAP is activated, so some points such as the tangent, midpoint, endpoint will be activated. So to turn it off, so let's type in our typing command the term OSNAP. Okay. So click enter. So based on this dialog box, so our OBSNAP or object snap is activated. So let's uncheck it, or just press F3 for shortcut 1. So if you want to click, so type OSNAP, dialog box will open, then unselect or uncheck the OSNAP. Okay, and then hit OK. So let's create L, or create our line. So let's select this part of this outer layer of the ellipse and connect it to the base part of this rect. Okay. So if we will create the right part of this line, so it will not be equal. So we have here a command which is mirror. So mirror is just copying the same object in the AutoCAD with its inverted part. Okay. So in mirror, we will invert this one, and it will be placed, okay, directly on the right side of this drawing. So to type that, so let's try type mirror, or mirror. Okay, then hit enter. So select object, so let's select this one. Okay, then click enter. So we have here specify first point of mirror line. So let's select the midpoint of this ellipse. At this point, OSNAP is not activated, so let's click it here, the object snap, or we could type OSNAP. Then we could select the midpoint. Okay, click the midpoint and then drag to any up or down. So automatically we have here the copied line, okay, based on our reference point. So dragging down, okay, 270 degrees, automatically we have here a created mirrored of this line. Okay, so that's how we could copy with the same mirror type of the object. Okay, so after creating this one, so we have here a clear view of our toilet. So let's trim them out. So trim, so we have here trim, type it in our type command, enter. So for the trim command, so if we would trim this whole area or this whole drawing of our comfort room, so let's type all, then hit enter. After typing all, okay, I think let's try to escape again. Trim all. Okay. So let's select or trim some parts of this toilet. So let's remove this one. Let's remove this one, this excess part of the line, also this one excess part of the line. Same goes on the other hand, and this. So we trim some parts. So we have here a clear view of our toilet bowl, and hit enter. Now let's place a circle, okay, the base point of this toilet bowl. So C for circle. Then let's place this circle in the midpoint of this toilet bowl. Then we have here this one. Okay, so we have here the comfort room, we have here the toilet bowl. Now, let's apply the hatch command. So the hatch command, so we should type H. So hatch, okay, by clicking hatch, when we hit enter, so we have here pick internal point. So we should select a specific object. So let's select this point, okay, of the rectangle. So as you can see, if we place our pointer inside this one, so we have here some hatches or some lines, vertical and horizontal lines that we could see. So in hatch, we select a certain object or certain part of an object and it will be hatch. So for example, if I place this mouse pointer inside this one, so there will be a hatch inside the rectangle. Also, if I put it in the circle, in the inner ellipse or in the outer ellipse, so I have here a hatch. Based on the video, we will select this one. By clicking this and hit enter, we have here a specific hatch of this rectangle. Okay? So going back to this figure, so we have here a hatch edit. So a hatch edit is a function or command used after hatching if we want to edit the lines inside of this hatch. So to try that, so let's type hatch edit, okay, and click enter. So a dialog hatch edit, so select object. So let's select the hatch one, this rectangle. Then a dialog box will pop up. So this dialog box pertains to we could adjust the angle and the scale of the hatch. So based on this, our hatch scale is set to 1. So as you can see, we have here vertical and horizontal lines with 1 distance. So based on this scale, so we have here it varies from 0.25 to 2. So we could try type larger than 2.5, which is 5, for example, and then hit enter. So as you can see, we see a clear view of this hatch one. So using hatch on this type of drawing tells us that this would be the tiles of our comfort room. So we can say that using hatch in this drawing could tell that this will be the set tiles of our comfort room or CRs. So as you can see, we have here 5 scale. So if we want to have larger tiles, for example, by applying the hatch also, so let's type again hatch edit. Okay, typing hatch edit. So select object. So select the tiles itself for the hatch one. Then let's resize it the scale from 5 to 10 and click enter. So as you can see on this drawing, we have here a clear view of our tiles larger from the scale of 5. Okay, so these are composition of horizontal and vertical lines. Now, if we want another view of our tiles, if we want not horizontal or vertical, but we want to use diagonal lines, so we could adjust our angles. So to adjust angles, let's type hatch edit again. So in hatch edit, select the objects or the hatch itself. After selecting, a dialog box will prompt up. So let's select the angle. So we have here angle from 0 to 345. So let's say I want 45 degrees. So by setting 45 degrees, so select hatch object and then enter 45 and hit OK. So as you can see, we have here a tiles in diagonal 1. So this is based from 45 degrees. Okay, so if we want hatch edit, select objects, and you want 135 degrees. So 135 degrees is almost the same just like the 45 degrees. Hit enter. So we have here this hatch. Okay, so that's how we could do hatch. That's how we could edit our hatch using hatch edit. Now, if we will go back to our presentation about the hatch edit, we have here also the fill command. So fill command is set to be on and off. So meaning to say, using the fill, so if fill is turned on, automatically we could use the hatch and hatch edit. While if the fill is turned off, we could not use hatch and hatch edit. So let's erase this hatch edit by clicking it. Then type E for erase. Okay. So let's try to type fill. Okay. So automatically our fill is set to turn on. So automatically based from this fill is active, fill is on, we could use hatch. So what if we try to turn it off? So try type OFF, turn it off. So we have here fill is turned off. Now let's try to type again hatch. Okay, by clicking or typing hatch, clicking the enter, automatically select objects. So if we could recall, once the fill is turned on and once hatch is activated, if we want to select an object automatically, we could see lines, horizontal, vertical, or even diagonal lines. But at this point, there is no lines based from this certain object, the rectangle, the ellipse, the circle, and the rectangle. So if we click this rectangle, as you can see, it was highlighted but there's no shades. Okay, and hit enter, so there is no shades that we could see. So to set it up, so let's try to type fill again, fill, and then let's activate on. Okay, so fill is on, so automatically if we could type hatch and then we select this rectangle, you can see that we have here horizontal and vertical lines that are set from the scale of 1. Okay, so that's how hatch are being used, and that's how fill affects the use of hatch. Click enter. So if you want to edit again the hatch, so let's try to type hatch edit. Click enter. So select hatch object. So let's select the hatch tile. Okay, then edit the scale. So for example, I want 10 and I want an angle of, for example, 50. Okay, click enter. So we have here this type of hatch. Okay, so if we want to edit again, hatch, edit, select objects, then angle 45, and we have here this hatch with 45 degrees. So that's how we use hatch, hatch edit, and also fill. So I hope I learned a lot from this video about the use of hatch commands. So if you like this video, so click the like button and also subscribe to my channel, Michael RMS, where we apply what we learn from the academy. Thank you so much. Have a great day and also stay safe.